From the Watergate building in Washington, this is Hotline TV. Now here are Hotline editors Amy Walter and John Mercurio.
Welcome to Hotline TV. I'm John Mercurio. Well, screaming girls and Oprah Winfrey aren't always enough. Barack Obama continues to fall behind Hillary Clinton in key polls, both national and early state. In his piece yesterday, Slate's John Dickerson asks, is it time for Obama to panic? Here to answer that question, we welcome Blogometer's Conn Carroll. Conn, thanks for coming to the show.
Thanks for having me, John.
All right, so is Obama in a panic?
Well, obviously he's not in a panic because he's not changing the way he's going about this campaign in any way.
True that.
However, I would argue that not that it's time for him to panic, but it is time for him to change direction, but not in any of the ways Slate mentions. I mean, Dickerson mentioned his Slate.
What does Dickerson talk about trying to do?
Well, he basically has three ideas for Obama. He says Obama should either, explicitly attack Clinton more, or he should let Edwards attack Clinton more and stay above the fray, or he should try to raise a lot more money and just let his financial prowess scare the others.
Sure, okay.
The problem is none of these are really going to work, mostly because he's pretty much tried all of them already. None of them have worked. But as I read through the Slate piece, I kept thinking John was going to come up with what I always thought Obama should be doing, and that is taking Edwards out.
Right, because if you take Edwards out, what the Democratic Party is clearly looking for outside of Hillary's base,
outside of Hillary's
is the
Camp Hillary.
anti-Hillary candidate, and they've got this field of 7 other guys, all of whom are sort of pretenders to the throne. If he could just sort of knock out Edwards, then you have a good 30-40%, low 30% of the Democratic base that could then fall behind you.
The people I cover, the Netroots, the blogs, they are strong ABC anti-anybody Hillary crowd, and as soon as it gets narrowed down to that, they're all ready to get behind him. But he just hasn't been able to seal that deal yet.
Okay, but why should Obama try to attack Edwards, and why do you think it's more realistic for Obama to attack Edwards than for Edwards to attack Obama? You think he's more likely to get out of the race? I mean, look, Edwards is up in Iowa. He's up in the early states. He's actually, I think, ahead of Obama in both of those states.
We have a very new primary schedule here. We're going to have Iowa. We're going to have New Hampshire. Those are going to happen mid-January. And within 2-3 weeks, you're going to have February 5th. This is going to turn into a national primary like that.
I've heard that.
And Edwards can only sop up so much coverage. And I just think Obama is the only one positioned with the star power to go ahead and take advantage of that and make a national case against Hillary.
All right. You heard it here first on Hotline TV. Barack Obama, take your hands off Hillary Clinton and go after John Edwards. All right, but that's all we have. That's all the time we have for today. Conn, thank you so much for dropping by.
Anytime, John.
Please join us tomorrow for another episode of Hotline TV.